Welcome back, Snooty Science Experiment fans.
Molly, what are we going to be doing today?
We're going to be learning about different types of matter.
And what are we going to do to the different types of matter?
We're going to put ice cubes
on
items.
What items are we going to be putting them on?
An aluminum bowl, a dark-coated metal frying pan, a plastic bowl with cotton balls in it, wood, and styrofoam.
And so what are we going to do?
Going to put ice cubes on there.
What's the goal of what's going to happen to the ice cube? What do we want to see that happens?
We want to see which one of these items to see what the ice cubes that melt the fastest.
So we're going to find out which one melts the ice cube the fastest?
Yes.
And what is your prediction?
I predict that the one with the cotton balls is going to melt the fastest because the cotton balls are surrounding the ice cube, and it will make it really warm in there, like it's a mitten.
Okay. And Tommy, what do you think? Here, touch. You can touch the materials. Tommy, do you think the styrofoam? Do you think the cotton balls? Do you think the frying pan, the aluminum bowl, or the wood?
I think this one because it's kind of getting like hotter.
So the styrofoam is going to be the warmest. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hand you guys each 2 ice cubes. Just hold it in your hands, the 2 ice cubes, until we're all ready. All right. On the count of 3, you're gonna put, Tommy, you got the styrofoam and the cotton ball. Put your hand over. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put it down.
Now
This one is already melting fast.
That one's already melting.
Yeah. Mine's moving on here, on the frying pan.
It's moving, and what's happening to it?
It's melting.
What do we know?
See that
Don't pick them up. Just look at them.
See how that little spot of water? That means it's melting.
There's a little spot of water.
Okay, maybe it's getting bigger.
I think it's getting smaller.
Don't touch them.
Now it's getting smaller.
We'll wait until the first one is completely melted, and then we'll take a look to see what's happening to the other ice cubes. We can compare them in their size and look at what's around them. Yeah, Tommy, don't touch them because you're warm too.
See that? Like pointy thing?
I think this one's going to be melting first because it starts melting right when I put it down.
What happens if I touch the water?
Can't touch anything.
The water?
No.
That's not the ice.
I know, Tommy, but
Now, Tommy, here's a question for you. Is water and ice made up of the same molecules?
Yes.
What's the ice made out of? Don't touch.
Like
You're only touching the cotton balls, but don't touch.
freezing water.
So it's freezing water. What state is that, Molly?
liquid.
So when
It's in water form. It's a liquid. When it's in ice cube form, it's a solid.
And what happens when we heat it? If we were to take that frying pan and we were to put it on the stove, what would happen to it? What would it turn into?
Water.
And then what after the water, if we kept heating it, it would turn into...
Steam.
Well, it would turn to steam, but before it could turn to steam, what does it have to turn into?
Needs to turn into what? Gas.
It has to turn into gas. Good. All right, so how are we doing? Let's do our minute check. Is there any water around the ice cube with the wood?
No.
No. Is there any water around the styrofoam one? No. Do we see anything happening to the one in the cotton balls? Do you feel around the cotton balls? Is it wet?
Oh, kind of.
A little, maybe.
It looks like nothing really happened to the one in the aluminum bowl.
But that one, I think that one would.
It looks like there's a little water in there. But the one on the frying pan certainly is melting quickly.
I think that one is going to be the first one.
All right, so let's talk about how we use these things. Molly, how do we use a frying pan? What do we use it to do?
You like cook stuff on it like scrambled eggs
Okay, so
and bacon.
and bacon, pancakes, right? Don't touch.
French toast.
So we make French toast on it. So why would it be a good thing that it would melt the ice cube very fast?
Because it's used for warm things.
Yeah, so it heats
I
things
go-
up.
Move mine faster now with my hand.
No, don't warm it up faster.
Aww.
We're gonna look
Looks
at
like
it momentarily here,
Looks
Tommy.
like this one right here is getting smaller.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Or maybe it's just getting deeper in the cotton balls.
Well, it also
don't
helps
touch.
that you guys are touching the cotton balls.
This one is like, this kind, they did move because this one is wet.
Is it wet? It's a little wet. All right. So can we safely say that the ice cube on the frying pan melted the ice cube faster?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this one's going to be melting next.
All right. Well, let's put them out and compare. So when I look at the ice cube that's on the wood,
It doesn't look
And
like
then-
anything happened.
it doesn't, and there's not even water on it, right? If I look at the ice cube in the aluminum bowl, what do you guys see?
A tiny bit of water.
Yeah, there's a tiny bit of water in there.
I think this one will be the third one.
What about on the styrofoam? You see a little bit of water.
I think that one will be the third one.
All right, we see a little bit of water on here. Let's see if I can get this on the camera.
Hey, that one's turning
Hey,
black.
Tommy, can you pick up the ice cube?
This one's turning black.
Yeah, there's a little bit of water.
This
in your
one
handle.
has
Are any of the cotton balls wet?
some of them, but not as much.
Yeah,
This
they're
one's already
a little wet, but it didn't really melt that much, right?
Yeah.
So
I think this one will be the second one, and this one will be the third one. I think that one will be the last
This one is all melted right now.
it's all gone. Now I want you guys to think about this. Does anybody know what an old refrigerator used to be made out of?
Wood.
Wood. And wouldn't that make sense that it's keeping that ice cold?
Yeah.
And if it's what we call an insulator. What other insulators do you guys see that are
Hey, I
that are
think-
here?
I think this one's a.
So aluminum could be it has similar properties,
This
but
one will win.
it's still a
because
metal.
it-
This one actually melted.
How about
Right.
this? I think this.
Styrofoam's an insulator. Where do we use styrofoam?
Look, I
Um,
think
to-
this one will be the second one.
To.
I think this one will be the second one
So,
because
well, it's connected, yes, Tommy, but it's so cold. And what are those cotton balls are actually kind of resisting the ice cube from melting. So we
Oh.
call it an insulator.
I like eating ice.
And Molly, what do we use styrofoam for?
The package.
We use it for packaging stuff, and we also, when I want coffee, what also is made out of styrofoam?
The cup.
The cup. And it keeps my coffee warm,
Tommy's not done.
right? All right. Say bye.
Bye.